It's interesting looking at Labour's policy on green energy, right, because it is getting an awful lot of attention at the minute. So this is their Green Prosperity Plan, £28 billion a year to fund investment in the green economy. Now, Labour are talking about delaying reaching that 28 billion because of the economic situation. Do you think that's the right call?
First, I want to say Labour are getting a lot of scrutiny across the board.
Which is right, because they might form the next government, right?
It looks very likely, doesn't it? And I think this is what's causing some of the hysterical approaches of the right-wing media in terms of funding and that kind of stuff.
But what's that? Yeah, look, it's an interesting point to make. But what's your view on the delay to the green prosperity?
I think it's not a problem. I think it's a very sensible thing to do. I think, obviously, we're in difficult economic circumstances, and there still could be a year or a year and a half before the election. We don't know how much worse the Tories will make it before the election. So it makes sense to say we may not go at this completely in the first year, the 28 billion, and it may take a year or two to reach that number. That's what I heard Rachel Reeves say, and I think it just makes perfect sense.
Do you think, there might be other people in the shadow cabinet who look at that funding, right, £28 billion a year, that's a lot, and think, hang on a minute, we've got schools, we've got hospitals that could really do with that money. Why are we spending that amount on one issue?
The thing about the green economy is it's a good investment for our country.
So is education, right? So is the hospitals that are saving people's lives.
Yes, and fossil fuels are not. For example, for every £1 billion we invest in fossil fuels versus renewable energy, we can get twice as many jobs from renewable energy and almost twice as much GDP growth from that investment. And so a lot of what we need to do to get to a green economy doesn't require money at all.
So would you like to see Labour be a bit more radical on green issues then?
No, I'm happy with where they are. It's not for me to say. I have my own opinion about stuff. I think, if they become the government, I think they'll be the greenest government we've ever seen in our country. And for me, that's enough, because I also believe that they understand the green economy, the environment issues, and they'll do the right things. If you look at what the Conservatives are doing, they're drilling for oil and gas in the teeth of a climate crisis, claiming it will lower energy bills, excuse me, when it can't, because we allow international markets to set the price of the fossil fuels we make here. And we pay 10 times more for our North Sea gas in the energy crisis than we used to, for no good reason. They also claim it will give us energy security, but we can't get new oil and gas out for 4 years if we start today, and after 20 years it's all gone. There's no security in something that's here today, gone tomorrow.